Day. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shalom, a Peace Dove Herbalist Mediumship School.
Hi there, I'm Jeanette, Spirit Artist.
And I'm Adele Marie of Angelic Wise Ones, and welcome to Spirit Talk Time.
Welcome to Spirit
Well,
Talk.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're back.
How you ladies doing?
Pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not telling you yet.
What?
I want to sit there and thank everybody that's behind the scenes to let you know that as we go along the show, they'll be hashtagging, they'll be like communicating with you as we're over here, and we don't know what's going on because nothing here is scripted, and that's what I like. We got an all-female crew here tonight. We have Wynn, Brooke, Karen, Linda, and Euridia. Hey,
everybody. Yay.
Little beautiful.
thank you for everything
Yep.
you do. That's right. Okay, so should we let her talk now? Should we ask her the question? Should we say anything about it?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right, so boop.
Okay.
She's a new grandma now.
Yay!
Baby Jackson.
Yes.
That's right, Jackson.
She is now Grandma Gigi. She's Gigi.
Gigi, yep.
Yes.
It's Tuesday. Yep.
Her very
What's
first
his whole
grandchild.
name? Whole name?
Jackson MacArthur Bambarger. Yeah, he
Oh,
just
that's a mouthful.
yes,
Yeah,
he
that
just
is.
came home today. So
Aw.
in his little outfit with Jackson on his hat and his little, monogram, and he's doing really well.
Sweet.
Awesome.
He's just a little gem.
Yeah. Monogram?
Yeah, monogram.
That's cool. So
Yeah.
they got it all done ahead of time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they got it done ahead. Of course, he's swimming in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hat
Well, he's
looks
a
cute.
teeny tiny. He's a
Yeah,
preemie.
yeah.
And he
Right.
weighed how? Oh, he's a preemie?
No.
Well,
he's
basically,
little. He,
yeah.
he 5'10". I think do I have this right? 5'10".
Oh.
5'10".
Yeah.
I still put that in a preemie little
Yeah, that's
category.
really little.
Yeah.
When she came out and she was holding him, I couldn't get over how he was like a feather.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
holding him.
I know, right?
That's amazing.
And then you get used to carrying them so that when they're like 20 pounds, you don't really feel
Yeah.
as much
No, that's
because it's
true.
gradually, acclimates you. Well, they called her a preemie. She was about 6 pounds. So
Really?
that's why I
6
said that.
pounds?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
they'll grow up big and strong.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Awesome. I got to get a T-shirt now. There's an ant squad because
Yeah.
one of the he has 3 ants and one of them got T-shirts for the
Aw.
group. So we have pictures of them. Ant squads ready to go.
That's cool.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it's
Like-
always great to have an ant
He's
squad.
got 3 aunts. That's
Yeah.
great.
And
Right?
I thought it was really cute. I noticed everyone came in blue. All right, except for Kim. My youngest one.
Mm-hmm.
And then she got the Ant Squad shirt, and they were all in blue. So
On
everyone
purpose?
was in blue. It just
sweet.
it didn't happen. It
yeah,
just
it just
happened that
happened.
way.
Yeah.
So she's like, I didn't get the memo. And then she got the T-shirt, so she was fine. Her eyes are blue anyway, so
Yeah.
So are you going to spoil him?
I think that's a done deal,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good answer.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a test.
We already told her wallet's not her own no more.
Nah.
Yeah, no. I don't care if you're out with them and the parents are there. You will be buying everything.
Well, I can't wait. The one I was with you.
Mhm.
I'm not even going to say it because you never know who's watching.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I mean, I can just say it. It's Bubbles. They don't know what it looks like, okay?
Right.
But I can't wait.
She's already got bubbles.
Oh my gosh, I can't give it to him yet. But yep, got that put away.
You can
Yep.
display it for him before.
Yeah.
Maybe,
You know,
yeah.
Along with the big Mickey Mouse.
Like the big Mickey Mouse, he had that way ahead of time. Last
Yeah.
Christmas, his piles were bigger than anyone else's already before he was even born.
Oh, well, of course.
Of course, yeah. So
The year before. This is like a prelude, okay?
Yeah.
These are your gifts as a prelude.
yeah,
It's no more about the mommy and daddy anymore. It's all about the little guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's always something about that first grandchild. Their relationship with the grandma. Well, at least it is with my mother and
Yeah.
my nephew.
Yeah.
My only nephew, yeah.
I think so. I think
She
you're
just
right.
like
Yeah,
sees
they're
it and
like-
says, "This is my second chance to have to have fun."
They're just glued at the hip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
I call that a sentient relationship, those two.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
really beautiful, though.
It's cool when you have soul contracts that come in like that, and you can recognize them at a different level, though. And stuff. You guys have already been connecting with him, before he's even got here, and stuff. And like you said with mom, I connected with all my grandchildren before they were born, so I'd already had that relationship going with them, which I enjoyed. I enjoy it more now too, but they just, the coolest thing, and I will say this, the first time like you're sitting there and you're watching them and you're there for a couple hours and you're going, I gotta make sure I do it the right way because mommy and daddy said they'll be happy and blah, blah, blah. But, and then you're going, and I'm saying like a 5 to 8 hour shift, and then when they leave, you're sitting there going, oh, I don't gotta change any more
That
diapers.
goes
I don't have to
up
get up in the middle of the
yeah.
night. I can get some
Everybody
sleep.
says.
I can get some sleep, and it's like, oh, I love this, right?
Yeah. We got a lot of people congratulating Jeanette. We got Dan and Annie and
Oh,
Lisa.
thank you.
Karen. So yeah.
Thank you
Yay.
very much. It's
Yay.
exciting. It's an exciting week.
Is Joshy watching?
Yeah, is Joshy watching?
Yes.
He didn't say yet.
He didn't say yet? Okay, let us know, Daniel, and if Joshy's watching.
Yeah.
And stuff, so we can send her, our love. So your first, so they got home today, and what was your first, job duty as grandma?
Oh, well, I didn't see them today. Today I gave them a break because they have the other parents are over there right now visiting. So I don't have a job.
Mine was at the hospital.
Oh, it was at
my
the
first job.
It was at the hospital, I guess
Yeah.
you could say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doing what?
She handed him to me because she had to go do something, and I was like, okay. I'm like, yeah. Is that what you mean?
Well, yeah.
What was your first job? At
Changing the
hospital,
diaper.
you-
Nope,
Oh.
I didn't have to do that yet.
Changing the diaper
because
already.
they- because they
He was only a couple hours old.
They wanted Matt to do it because that was a big deal. That's all he talks about is he's a poop factory before he even got here. So
Yes.
because he was nervous about changing his diaper.
Right.
So
But it also was making sure who was in there and who wasn't, and
no,
Like-
but it was to me it was cool how it happened. Matt stepped out. Her family wasn't in yet for the day, and it was just her and I in there. And she needed to get up, and for her it was casual. Like, can you? And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, yes, I'll
you
take-
gave me permission.
Woo! I'm in.
You're mine
I'm
now.
in.
You're mine
Yeah.
now.
So
Yeah.
that was cool.
Plus, she didn't have to go through labor, so it's like they're mine now.
Oh, yeah, I would
that's
imagine.
the thing. You know what it's like to experience it and stuff, and then when your kids have them, you're just like, huh, man, that was a piece of cake, wasn't it? Now give me that baby. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. All right.
Well, congratulations,
Yes,
Thank you,
congratulations.
thank you.
That is just so awesome.
It is.
Soul just wants to say you guys are all looking beautiful tonight.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh,
tonight,
thank
Sol.
you.
Thanks.
Lots of love to you.
Yep.
I watched a video that she posted on her Facebook page and about rape and stuff. And it was like years ago in Germany, and it was just really horrible what they went through and everything. But I don't mean to go there. I'm still waiting to see if Joshy's here. But so no. Okay, whatever. Thank you, Dan. And
Dan
stuff.
saw a shiny penny. It's over.
Awesome. I understand that.
He saw a shiny penny. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Josh did. Oh,
No.
No,
Dan.
Dan.
Oh, he
Dan
gets it.
saw a shiny penny and he's like gone. Like,
I don't blame you.
yes.
That's
Jeanette
what
knows how that feels.
Sometimes I
because-
dance.
Right?
Sometimes I dance when I see that.
Oh,
Yeah.
he finally. Okay, now you see. You got to say something about him. Joshy says hi, ladies.
Hi,
Thank
Joshy,
Thank you.
thank
Look
you.
at
We
this
love it.
beautiful.
Yes, got our
Thank
rainbow
you.
bracelets
Wonderful.
and
I love
rings.
it.
How awesome.
Marvelous.
Now teach
Yep.
Daddy how to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
So
Lots of love
sweet.
to you. Yep, lots of love to you. Yay. I know, it's like really cool too because it's stretchy and
I love it.
and
Yeah.
it's just like perfectly comfortable and it goes with everything.
Everything.
Yeah, it does.
And we are rainbows.
Right?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
See, don't you love the message? He
Yeah.
gave us a message. Rainbow, of course, loves it and stuff. She's been on a roll today, and but she says, she can't wait till tea time. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to join us this Saturday for a live studio audience of Tea Time at Spirit
That's
Talk
right.
Time. We'll be here. We'll have a studio audience here. Jeanette sits there and gives away some lovely spirit artwork
That's right.
with messages. Shalawan usually gives away some of her herbal wonders.
Something herbal, yeah.
Something herbal, and they're just wonderful with messages. And you never know what I'll bring, or I'll give, or I'll say. Just never know. So,
Yummy
but
tea.
you have to be here
Yeah.
in studio in order to receive them. So it's one time that we really do give a lot of messages out. So you always want to be here and stuff. But and you're gonna bring some tea. Yeah, good. I can't
Don't know
wait.
what
I
kind.
love your tea when you bring it.
Yes.
Thank you.
So messages from spirit, right? I've had a lot of people lately look at, working with them and stuff. Last night we did smoke billets in class, and it's always about
fun.
delivering the message, And I'm a firm believer in not making a message a negative before you can turn it into a positive, So what did you think? Because I noticed that a couple of them, even though I sat there and we were giving out different ways of delivering the message, a couple of them still went back to that. There's something really dark around you, and I'm like, ooh, don't do that.
Right, when you brought that up, it does. It makes your mind immediately go before they don't even have to go. They could be talking 5 more minutes. You're already going, oh my God, what are they talking about? I don't have to think
Right,
about it.
like-
What's going on? Something's going to happen. I mean, I was sitting there doing it.
I knew you
Is
were.
it my card? I don't know. Is that
Yeah, is that my
you
card?
know?
Because she
And-
said dark on there, and I, like you're having a really hard time and stuff, and I'm
I
going.
mean, use
"Oh."
the exact words, dark.
Yes.
Oh,
That's... So it really was a really good moment of understanding the deliverance of messages.
Good good learning because you have to
Yes.
do that. So that was okay in that way. But
Right. So as you're developing, that's one of the biggest things to understand is that deliverance, because it makes all the difference in everything. Right?
right.
Yeah, and you do make mistakes because I remember when I
course.
first started in development class and I did that one gallery with you. I said something like that to the girl, to the young lady, and something because what I saw represented that she was having a difficult time, but my delivery was not appropriate. Like I
Right.
could have worded it different.
Right.
You
It's the
know?
delivery.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then afterwards, I could tell that she was kind of like looking at me like
What do you know that I need to know
she
and
just
don't
ran
know?
out the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the thing when they sit there and you tell them they're just like bing,
Yeah.
they're gone.
But that was a great
Um,
lesson for me.
Yeah.
I haven't done that again since then.
I know, and that's something
Yeah.
because you do. It's the responsibility you have delivering those messages. It's just incredible the amount of weight you have in changing someone's life.
Yeah.
So you really do have to be careful when you're delivering.
I
What
don't think
about,
I don't think a lot of mediums or psychics understand that though.
No.
We do.
Right. Well, it's interesting too because I remember when I was younger, and a good friend of mine who is in heaven now. Her and I would go see some people just because we wanted to go have some fun. And what was going on was who just got here?
I don't know who
Hey,
that
hey,
lady. I don't know her.
I was like, this light's, but so, Haley, but she would always come across as saying something really negative. You know, I remember the one time she says, "Oh, yeah, they're going to die. There's nothing you can do about it." And I'm like,
That's horrible.
That's
Right?
like a closed
That's
door.
horrible.
yes,
She's like, she's that much of an authority to tell somebody something that strong like
right,
that?
that's
wow.
wrong.
But
Yes.
I remember one time this lady gave me a reading and she told me I was going to be murdered.
Oh,
No way.
That's
What?
even
Oh, yeah.
like,
Now, how can you not get that
I mean,
off
she
your
was
mind when you say
forceful.
something like
Well,
that? You know.
Well, luckily I was smart enough and I was in development class. Well,
Right.
was I in development class? I don't even know if I was in development class yet, but I knew that she was full of it when she said it. I was like, it ain't time for me to die.
right?
Are you kidding me?
Right.
So I
But-
knew she was like not a good
Yeah, because
psychic.
then I'm surprised because a lot of times when they do something like that, they want to come back to you to say, "But if you come back and see me, we're going to take care of that."
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
she couldn't because I was in Atlanta and I wasn't. I was
Right.
I was-
no,
you
I'm
know, I
just,
wasn't
I'm
from
just
there.
stopping through.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Forget
that
about
was
What
it.
about
very
the
interesting.
whole
Right.
thing where that happens, or what's coming through really is what's coming through them?
Their stuff.
So it's
Well,
like
yes.
they're giving you something negative, but it's really not, and it's being filtered in something that they haven't looked
And
at.
how often
Right.
is it a mirror for them too?
Yes, because I've had a lot of students before in development that did not want to go the extra mile to cleanse and clear themselves. Work on your stuff. Heal or heal thyself.
You say that all the time.
right?
I mean, that would be a major thing. I would
Yeah,
think.
so then it's like, because like you said, if I'm looking at somebody and all of a sudden I'm giving them something and I'm starting to think like, oh, like that attack, like I relate to that really well in this way, then I know, yes, my crap is not cleared and how can I give it to them? At that point, I can't say it's for them because necessarily, but I can say, the two of us are like doubling, we're twinning
Yes.
and stuff. I had a client in here today and we twinned on a lot of things, She's going through things I've already lived through, and it's the coolest thing because that even gives you more validation to know that everything that you've gone through, that's who will be coming to you for you to sit there and assist them and help them along their way.
And
right?
then that
Right, you
allows
said that a
you
while
that
back.
allows you to know that what you went through was not quote unquote in vain. you know?
Right. Yeah.
That's how you get people. That's how you get people coming back to you. You have to experience. I think is the spice of life.
Right.
All of your life experiences because that allows you to have commonalities with people and to love people more because you see that they're going through the same thing you went through and you can help them. And
That's
it's just-
humility.
that's
It
what I was
is.
getting to.
Right, right.
It's very
Humility. Right?
not humiliating.
No, it's humility.
Humbling. That's what
Yes,
I
it's
meant.
very humbling.
Yes.
And so, and they're going to bring you those who you can match up with that.
Yes.
So yeah,
Right.
so that's
So
really
you should
cool.
be proud of everything you've been through.
That's right.
Even if
And
you
there's
think it was
also a way to look
hard.
at it, yeah.
It's not for nothing.
Everybody go, yay!
Because
Woo!
People
Right.
always feel bad about everything they've been through, or they feel
They wanna
shame
beat
or
themselves
guilt
up
or
about
something.
it.
Or yes,
Yeah, you forget that.
And I'm like, shoot,
especially when you're.
We're just gonna keep you right here, like
Yeah.
you know.
No,
yeah.
I forgot that at times. You know, you forget there's a reason why things are happening.
You forget?
Oh yeah, there was times. Yeah,
Well, there was times before, but
that's
not
what I
now.
mean. No, I mean before.
Right.
That's what
Okay.
I meant. I did
Yes.
say that right.
Yes.
Before.
So that gets me to the point of egos too with this.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. So,
7:15, Adele.
pardon me.
7:15.
Okay, thank you. That brings me back to ego because, you know, my biggest thing is when you're trying to develop and you're trying to give those messages and you're trying to get across people, it's like, okay, so I asked my ego to sit on my left-hand shoulder and be a silent observer this whole morning to night through, or this whole night to morning through, right?
Right.
Do we ever close the door on an ego?
What do you mean?
To sit there and say, and I close the door on you.
Um,
Think about it.
Oh no, this is a moment.
Well, I think you would have to understand exactly what the ego is to answer that.
Right. Because you never sit there and say, I close the door on you. Because the one thing it is, your ego has been with you since you've been little, right?
And to help you
And
survive.
it's growing, yes, and it's creating its own self, right? So as it's creating its own self, when you sit there and say, I shut the door on you, it's going, excuse me? Like, we
Well,
got
let
to
me
talk.
Yes,
really,
it
let
is
me
right.
really do
Part
some
of the-
stuff.
Let's bring
part of
some
the
chaos.
Oh, you want to
in.
act like
Okay.
that?
Right.
I got
right.
you, girl.
So then,
Yup.
then you're gonna
So
have a
you-
war going on, right? Inside.
Yes, you're going to have more chaos. So, because the ego, you have to slowly and work on yourself. And that as you work on yourself, that ego starts acclimating to the new you.
Yeah.
And it knows you're not trying to get rid of it. When you say, I
Seriously.
close that door, you're getting rid of it.
Yes.
And
And then
it's
when
like,
you go, when
we're
you go
fighting.
in that mirror and you go, we're doing this today. We're doing
Yeah,
it different.
and I need. And
You got
sometimes you
this?
gotta tell your ego, you need to sit down and shut up because this
Right.
is what
Right?
we're doing right now.
I know.
No disrespect, you know, you helped me survive through a lot of stuff, but look, I need to do this right here. I need you to settle down.
That's
Right.
right. We're shifting it up. We're moving on.
So let's just be,
Seriously.
let's just be a silent observer, okay? Yeah, I know. I unlocked that door, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, let's see. So, when it comes to the egos, yes, we can like gently sit there and say a silent observer. Okay. So always know that your ego is going to be on your shoulder, going, "Excuse me, is it time yet? Is it time yet? Is it time yet?" Right? No, it's like it's not quite time, but I'll let you come out for a little bit and play. You know. So, we were just saying, hey guys, thanks for joining us. Please like the page, share it, and tag some friends. And don't forget, in a few more minutes, we have Girl Talk. It's
Yes,
Talk
Girl
Time.
Talk.
Gosh
Fun,
only knows
fun.
what we're going to talk
Oh,
about.
I can't wait.
And if you watched last week's show, like
That was so fun.
you're gonna love this week's
Oh
show.
no.
She might not, but we are.
Yeah.
I know that was. a
There's
good
always
one.
something more happening.
And if you haven't seen it,
going on
please
here.
go.
Yeah.
Please go watch it, and it's all about kissing. Okay. So
Oh no! Oh, not this week. Oh,
We can
No.
continue that
it was
topic.
already gone. Nope, I had to
We
go.
can talk
I wrote
about
all
that.
about that. Good topic.
Forever.
You
Thank
probably
Adele.
wrote about that for a
Thank you,
week.
Adele. Not quite that
It's
long.
gone while you were there. What are you talking about?
I was what? I went back through. Yep, I went back and that was good. I appreciate that.
Okay, you're welcome.
There you
Okey-dokey.
go. There's reasons for
Good
everything.
answer.
Welcome.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There it is.
So now we're gonna take the ego. We're gonna make it a silent observer, right? Yep. Right.
Yes.
Okay, so in your developing, when someone's giving you that message, okay, and how much can you tell their ego coming through? Like you said, the lady said you're going to die. Well, you know, it's a mirror. That's an ego.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind have you had? I know you've had some experiences. I know I have.
Yeah, well, I can remember there was kind of like a negative sort of, there was a vision somebody saw and it was taken in a kind of a negative way, that kind of a way, or there's a lot of fluff to something. There's like a lot of.
Oh, I
extra-
love. Yes, there was an
You know
angel
what I
lady, and when you went to see her, man, you felt so good. Like you're beautiful, you're great, your angel's there, and you know, and I'm an angel person too, like we all are. But she was given all the fluff, and then she, you know, sang you an angel song and
that's
everything else,
funny.
and you walked out, and you're like, it hits you, going, well,
Something's
I didn't get
missing.
What
anything.
just
Something's
happened?
missing.
Right, something's
mean-
missing here, you know. So
Yeah.
yes, some people can be too fluffy.
Right.
Yes. And then some people want to be very strong. What kind of vision?
Yeah.
What was it?
I was going to ask.
It was a home, and there was a gate in front of the home, and there was locks in front of there was locks on the gates. Yeah.
What kind of,
Oh, yeah.
The message was in a way of saying that that they were trying to say I wasn't being open, but it was actually because this was in class. Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm
But
listening.
it was actually about that part of your life is over with. Time to. It was more like.
So how do you know that that's what that was? That was
because
just
we discussed it in class.
okay. Because
You have the
I'm
support
thinking,
of
you
your
know,
peers.
Because actually, yeah, I mean, it's when she said it. I guess it did cross my mind. Like, oh, okay, I guess I have to look at something. Of course, I went right there.
right.
It wasn't until we talked about it more. Like, there's-
Yeah, because I don't know if your ego was saying, well, no, this is what it means because I know what I've been through right now. Or, yes, was it the fact that, oh, okay, let me look at this. So you
Actually,
said,
I think
okay,
you
let
were
me look
here
at it.
at that class, Wendy. I think you were out of town.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that I think of what. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was going to say, because I don't remember the energy
No,
from it.
you weren't. That's
Yeah.
right. You were out of town.
Right. So, yes, that's when you say, you know, was my ego coming in? Because as we said, when somebody delivers a message to you, if in the deliverance of that message, all you need is that one thing for them to get totally focused on and you've lost them. Right?
True. Very
Yeah.
true.
So you going through something and knowing you've closed the door on things and they said it to you and they said it to you in a way that didn't match that, that could have closed the door on you going, well, no, because I know I just been through that and this is what I did and that door should be closed. Right.
Right. Yeah.
So they could have lost you right there.
Right. Definitely.
Like I just lost you.
Yeah.
This, you know, this happens. Yeah.
You are so funny.
So, so it is about the deliverance, right?
Right.
We started with the deliverance. It's all about the deliverance of that message. So even with the people that you're out and around and that you're meeting and you're talking to your friends and everything, it's still, even though you don't believe you're delivering a message, you're still delivering a message. So it's all about the deliverance, you know? So
time.
that's what we constantly work on.
Yes.
Right? What you think is one thing. It's like death. Everybody sits there and say, oh, I saw them in a coffin and stuff. And I'm like,
That's
I
a
like
a
that.
rebirth.
good thing,
That's a
yeah.
rebirth.
Right.
Definitely.
So what would be death to you?
It's
Like
pretty,
a true death?
Yeah.
You mean as a,
Do you think?
Like as a message or a symbol.
Right. If you, like I say, I see,
Right.
death with people, but I'm not going to deliver that message because that's not my message to deliver. And I know a lot of people do, but you just change the scope right there.
Yeah, that's not
But when you're giving,
like
how
if
you
you
see
see a
it.
coffin or something like that. Is that what
No,
you, or,
Yeah, I
because we
don't-
already know that's like a rebirth.
Well, it'd be
so
death
what
of
is
a part
death
of
to
you. It's a death of a part of you. It would be death of a part of you that you're leaving.
Okay, yeah.
Being done
But
with, or
so
well, what do you? I don't
so-
understand what you.
so what I'm saying is
What would
what
that look
what
like?
would a message
Like what's-
about death look like to
a
you?
symbol, or how would spirit show
Me,
that
the
to you?
person
Oh.
turns stone white.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So you haven't
I'm
had
not-
that experience.
I have had different. Well, I don't know. No, I can't say symbol wise. It was more numbers and
Okay.
different things.
So you receive numbers. I don't know.
Could be
Yeah.
a date.
Right.
Could be
Okay.
anything.
The only thing I can go back to, no, in all seriousness, is when
Right.
my brother passed.
Okay.
And so during that time, so I would say it was, yes, it's the time. It was also there was at the time there was like 3 symbols or whatever, but I wrote a lot about it, but I would say I'm still working on that.
So right now you're leaning towards a symbolization, right? A sign.
Right, like what was happening, what I realized after the fact, because I was writing
Right.
stuff down, because things had happened before that were catching my attention. So I was writing and writing, and then I noticed I keep seeing these numbers. Is something going to happen? But I was looking at it in one way. Next thing you know, at those exact numbers, it was like a time he passed away. But also during that time, I was also seeing other signs. Bam, 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 same things. So then they stopped.
You can see
Numbers.
the general.
So the general. Well, the general was
You might
one
see
of.
the general.
Well,
Well, it was the general was
general
Archangel
was
Michael,
one-
and it was numbers. It was
Right.
those were the 3 signs.
hmm
So that was what was happening. Like bam, bam, bam. And then
Okay.
it stopped.
all right. But then that is what you're telling me. Have you decided if that's going to definitely be your way of seeing true death?
No, I haven't.
Right.
I
No,
haven't,
I don't
Okay.
know.
All right. So once again, it is taking that book and saying, this is my experience and seeing, and having it validated 3 times, right?
Yeah.
So let's not be careful of being around you because I'm like, no. You get
Well,
it?
it was so strong. Like I said, you always say write everything down, and I
Yes.
wrote it. I have a lot written about it,
Oh, yeah.
and then it kind of quieted.
Okay.
But but these signs coincided with people passing.
Right. Okay.
So
All right. So, but what I'm saying is making sure you're writing it down, keep it. And I always tell everybody, write them down and then this is what I was getting on this day. This is what happened.
That's great that you wrote it
Yeah.
down, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
there was
can- you
just
can
one of
refer
those
back to
signs that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the reason I kind of let it go for a while is there was one of the signs that, to be honest, doesn't make sense anymore to
Right.
me. So-
Okay, well,
well.
but see, that's where I'm saying you write it down because there's
It'll come
different
full
things that
circle.
are coming.
Yep.
Well, but that doesn't necessarily mean that was a part of it. Okay, it's just the fact that if you see red around somebody and that red means anger to you, but I might get anger one time, but then I'm going to get passion or whatever, and when I get it 3 times in a row, that's my sign and symbol. So, but I could have sat there and said, well, what happened to the anger? It doesn't matter
Right.
no more. So that's what I'm saying. One of those issues
okay.
doesn't
okay.
matter anymore.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you. Remember, it's all about the deliverance of your messages and your ego. Okay, so ask your ego to please sit on your left shoulder and be a silent observer this whole night to morning through, the whole day to morning through. Everything then comes out of your mouth is all you in spirit. So until next time, stick around. We have Girl Talk and Spirit Talk
next.
time next,
That's right.
and you're gonna love it.
You don't
so
wanna
see
miss
you
it.
then.
Okay, take care.
Have
Bye.
a great week. Bye.